everybody and welcome back to the NK Maribor save. Look at this new outline we've got. Ooh, but more importantly, look at this bad boy. Oh yeah, the new kit is here. Thank you very much to Shadow over on Discord who sorted all this out for me with the kits. The home kit's here, the away kit's here. If you don't follow me on Twitter at CulturedF, then this will be a surprise. If you don't follow me in the Discord, link is in the description below. Come and join in. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you would have found out about these kits as well. But this is a thing of beauty. And of course, we have our man LZ90 on the back as well, which I'm very excited about. But let's crack straight into the save because stuff has happened. It has been really interesting, to be honest. We've got a few transfers, we've got a few things with the schedule and everything like that, so let's crack on into look at this. We were last together for Levski Sofia. A 3-1 win at home and then a 1-0 loss away, but it put us through, it was fine. Then we drew RTG from Armenia, and I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to get through this quite easily. We won the first leg away from home 8-0. Luka Zahovic scored 5. Vipotnik got his first goal for the club. Matos got a goal for the club from right back again. And Vankas scored as well. We then followed that up with a 4-1 win at home. Goals from Fila, Vipotnik again. Dom Zer got his first goal for the club. And Matko scored as well. And we pretty much rotated the whole team. We had backup goalkeeper in goal, backup right back, 2 backup centre backs, backup left back, backup winger, backup centre mid, backup centre mid, backup centre mid, backup striker, backup right mid, backup midfielder. So all in all, very successful. We followed that up with a 4-1 away win to Maccabi Tel Aviv, who are actually pretty decent, and we beat them as well. Brahimo Tara got a goal, Luka Zahovic got a hat-trick, and we got a man sent off in the 75th minute. But it seems to have put the game to bed. Luka Zahovic having a whale of a time up front in the early stages of the Champions League, it's got to be said. But yeah, we've got the home leg coming against Maccabi Tel Aviv as well in this one. But we do have transfers. Now, you will remember that I said Olimpia Ljubljana have got relegated. Let's try and steal all their youngsters. It turns out none of their youngsters are interested in moving to us because there's a big rivalry between Olimpia Ljubljana and Maribor, so they were not interested at all, not one bit. They couldn't give two monkeys about moving to us. But there was one person who was on my radar that I thought, let's go and get him. And that man was Timmy Elznick, someone who I think we signed actually in the last Maribor series as well. But all-round pretty good player, not bad, decent stats, decent attributes, stats-wise as well. He actually played 3 games for them, got a 6.7 in the second division, but last season, the first season of the save, 7.15, so that's what he can do, and then a 6.89 as well, so he'll be far too good for the second division. But we've got him on a part exchange, and that part exchange was Jan Repas has gone the other way. Now this is an interesting one. Repas, I said I wasn't too keen to keep him. I don't think he's got that much about him that he can do. 11 games 6.49, 15 games 6.85. I think we've got a good deal. It's 325k maximum plus Jan Repas. So you can see why Olimpia Ljubljana accepted the deal, because they are getting quite a favourable deal around it in terms of value and monetary value, but I think we're getting the better deal with the player. Those physicals are rubbish. Technicals, he wasn't brilliant. I'm interested to see how he gets on playing for Olimpia Ljubljana. He has moved there as an important player as well, so he should be getting quite a lot of game time. That wasn't the only person that Olimpia Ljubljana have taken off us. They have taken Alexandre Fressange on loan with a permanent deal to be done at the end of the loan spell for 67k? 72k. So £72,000 they've taken the winger/striker on loan. He was never going to do much for us. 4 appearances, 6.47. We got him on a free from PSG. Maybe he'll do well for them in the second division. I don't know. He's joined them as what's he joined them as? Rotation, I think. But yeah, I mean, mandatory future is 72k. I'll take it. I think he would have been released on a free otherwise, but he has gone as well. So the outs don't stop there. Rafael Obrador, one of the Spanish guys we bought in on a free, 11.25k. He has gone to Celje. They're keen to take the left back, young left back from Real Madrid's youth team. So he may have something about him, but I don't think he's ever going to progress enough to warrant a place in us. So he has moved to Celje under-19s for 11.25k. He has gone out the door. Celje then also took the misfiring Arnel Jakupovic off us for 300k. Yet to play for them 7 times for us, 6.49. Absolutely dreadful. I don't know why I was so... Looking back on it, I don't know why I was so keen to bring him in. 36 appearances, 10 goals, 3 assists, 1 player of the match. 10 in 36 isn't too bad, like a 1 in 3, but the 6.67 should have been an alarm bell to say that when he doesn't score, he plays pretty bad, which is what was summed up, I think, in his very brief spell with NK Maribor. 7 appearances, 6.49 goals, and we've managed to get 300k for him to go to Celje. They will say they've got a good deal, £400 a week. We're paying part of his wages as well, so that he moved. He's going to be a regular starter for them. He'll probably bang in a few goals here and there, but overall, I'm happy to see the back of him, and there's a reason why for that. So other outs then, Tiano Ballo, we bought him in from Chelsea youth team. He didn't do too bad for us, 14 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists, 6.77. We've sent him on loan to Alumji. Well, we offered him out for loan, and Alumji came in with an offer. I think he will play a fair bit for them. I'm hoping he gets some game time whilst there. I think he's gone as a rotation player, if I remember rightly. Not too bad. He does look like he's got physicals that you think he could potentially become something. I'm wondering if it might be a case that, again, he'll be a player that we actually look to cash in on. Maybe, I don't know. He's got a long contract. He's got 2 more years in his contract with us. I think we'll probably cash in on him. If he has a good season with Alumji, they may buy him. And that's what I'm sort of banking on. But yeah, another youngster that we've bought in that potentially we can make money on. Wasn't going to play too much for us. Again, we'll get onto that in a minute with our new looking squad. But yeah, not too bad. So another one is Martinovic. I've been trying to sell this guy. Couldn't sell him. He's now gone on loan to Celje as well. It seems like Celje are just happy to pick up title-winning rejects. It's a bit sort of Bournemouth-esque, if you ask me, when they bought like Dominic Solanke and who's the other guy they bought? Ibe, is it? Ibe from Liverpool, I think. A good player for us, but a non-EU national, so I was happy to sort of move him on from the squad. There's no mandatory fee to play. They are not really paying too much, £775. We're still paying over 50% of his wages, which is a little bit annoying, but I think come the end of this season, I think he'll move on a free somewhere else. So other actual sales out, Jose Luis Gamboa has moved to Alet Yerevan, the team that we beat in the Champions League. The Colombian we bought in on a free. He played twice for us, getting a 6.75 move for 10k out to Armenia, so he won't be playing in the Champions League this year because we knocked them out. But yeah, no, it wasn't going to progress to anything. He was moaning, happy to move him on. Wasn't going to get much game time with us. Next up, Keenan Pinwich, the goalkeeper. They're going to say they've got an absolute bargain for a first choice goalkeeper. 1.8 million he's now worth. Lost his place to Loris Karius. We got 850k. You remember me saying that Watford made a bid of 850k. I tried to get $1 million. They then signed the new goalkeeper, lost interest in this guy. We still managed to get 850k, although it is a little... It's a bit, but I probably could have pushed them higher. I went for 850k though. He had a good... When he played last year, he did well. The year before that, did okay as well. But Loris Karius and Joel Pereira, I think, are going to be number 1 and number 2, respectively, at the club. A good goalkeeper, really tall. Good attributes where you need them. The stats did look good that we just looked at. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on at Al Ain. And then finally, Gerard Gomez. Again, one of these Spanish guys we bought in as a bit of a punt in the wind sort of thing. Came from Espanyol B on a free. We've sold him for £240. So technically I could have bought this guy because I reckon I've got 240 quid in my bank. And yeah, there we go. £240 in, and very interesting to see what they do with him. I don't think he was ever going to amount to much, really. He's tall, had some decent attributes in the right places, but I don't think he'd ever be good enough to play for us. And that is the outs, and then we look at the ins, which are actually pretty quiet. Timmy Elznick, we said, has joined on a part exchange. We've gone through that one. Bartel Banasic, this guy looks like he's going to be an absolute beast, and I'm hoping we can potentially sign him full time. 19 years old, online from Dynamo Zagreb. Someone in the comments did say, if your scouts do find him, because we've got scouts in Croatia, if they find him, get him in, and we have done just that. He hasn't scored for us yet, but he got 26 in 26 for the Dynamo second team with a 7.9, and the year before that got 12 in 24. So he's gone from 1 in 2 to 1 in 1 with 2 very good stats in the second division of Croatia, or the Druga HNL, which I think is the second division, maybe the third division. Let's have a look. Is it the... No, it is, yeah, it's the second division. So he's obviously done pretty good stuff there. If we just get back to his page. I mean, he comes with fantastic attributes already. Finishing 14, composure 14, technique 13, off the ball 15. Really good physical attributes. Acceleration I'd want to be higher, because I feel like acceleration is very crucial in Football Manager 21 this year. But he joins as well alongside Matos, who we know about already, and Bejka as well. If we look at the released players from last season, these are all the players that were released: Milek, Mahalek, Zuzlej, Kopnik, Vahovic, Perisic and Mesut Ozil, who retired from there. But really, that's all the transfers if we go back to this year. And yeah, it's happened. So Olimpia Ljubljana got a little bit busy. Selj got a bit busy as well. We still have quite a bit of deadwood that we can't seem to flog at the moment. But the squad is looking pretty damn good. I'm very happy with the balance of it, to be honest. I think it is looking like a very, very good squad. Striker-wise, Vipotnik, Zahovic and Barisic are going to be our 3 strikers. We have Utada attacking midfield, who's going to be challenging with the likes of Svetlin. He'll be challenging with Nguisen, who can play there. Timmy Elznick as well can play up there. Yeah, it's looking all right. We're sticking with the 4-2-3-1 mainly. It's getting results, so I don't see the reason to change it at the moment. We obviously have we have this 4-2-3-1 that we can switch to, which is a little bit less attacking. And then we have the 4-1-2-2-1. I think I'm going to try and come up with a bit more of a compressed low block when we play in the Champions League, because, well, we should now qualify against Maccabi Tel Aviv. 4 away goals, a 4-1 win. We're still going to play a strong squad. We should be okay. However, the next game to get... If we win this, we're 1 game away, well, 2 games away, 1 round away from the actual Champions League itself. However, we've got drawn against Shakhtar Donetsk, who are the hardest team we could have drawn in this part of the competition. They still have a very, very good squad. They're looking very useful. They're going to be pretty good. This guy, Mikhailo Mudrek, I've got him on loan for Deportivo on my Twitch save. And yeah, he's pretty useful. So look at buying him if you're happy to do those sort of games. Taras Stepanenko is a very good holding midfielder, getting on a bit now though. They've got Marlos, Tyson, Morales. They've got loads of Brazilians. They're very good. It'll be a tough game. Dmitro Chugrinsky is still playing at the age of 35. That is ridiculous. But yeah, I thought he would have long gone. He was a, Champ Manager 4 player, I think, that you could get. But we will be back. Oh, some other things, because we're doing 1 game today. I thought, let's go through some more things that I'm doing. So I've taken this very seriously now, and I've built on the DNA stuff. There's 2 people I'd like to recommend you check out for things like this. Bust the Net, Daljit Bust the Net, who is a Singaporean as well. He's actually living in Malaysia at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he's Singaporean. He's really good with stuff about DNA, and Fox in the Box, who is the guy that I didn't know other people did this, and this is when I get deep into games about what we do. So I have DNA set up for like defensive players, striker players, support sort of players. We have the squad view that has what I want the club DNA to be, and as you can see, it is heading in the right directions. A few more yellows and reds, yellows and greens popping up in here as well, and I think it's always useful to have these sort of things. And it's interesting to look at Lucas Sales, who's one of our highly rated young defenders that we've got. Will he ever really progress into our DNA with his teamwork and his work rate being so low? It's interesting to consider that sort of thing. And then I've also gone through, and I'm hoping I can do an episode on this because I know you guys want it to do. I've gone through the training, and you'll see now I have set up all of my own schedules. So if we go into custom schedules, you'll see here I have CLF pre-season 1, 2, early season, in season 1, in season 2, end season as well. So all of those, I've put those into the calendar now for training so that the guys will actually be working through what I want them to do. Obviously, I need to go in and just make some adjustments where it's midweek games that we've got, because I like to have a bit of recovery after the game, especially if it's 2 games in a week and stuff like that. So I just need to go through and do all that. But you will see it's all been updated going through December, January, February, March, April, and then we get into in-season, then the end of the season when we start having more games. I give them double recovery periods so that they have an injury risk reduction, because yeah, it should be pretty good. There's a few things I could tweak on it, like I don't think you need as many tactical things as I probably have working on it by this late stage in the season. They should know what they're doing tactically, but yeah, that's all there. If you let me know what you're interested to see in a video, and I will try my hardest to get it out. I've got the blessings of my wife to say that maybe one day or weekend I can sit down and do a proper analytical tactical video, which takes longer to record and longer to process and longer to edit and things like that. But yeah, let me know. But we're going to crack in to the game against Maccabi Tel Aviv right now. I'm going to pick the team. We've got the new kit on, we've got the new border. Let me know, what do you prefer, the border or do you prefer a green screen? Let me know. This way you get to see my room. So with my golf clubs and my shoes, my golf shoes and my golf balls. Oh, that was a spot on point, that one. My degree certificates, my big D, and my ball games behind me as well. So let me know what you prefer, this or the green screen. But thank you so much for tuning in so far. Let's get into the game. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's crack on for the game against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Okay, so this is how we're lining up for the second leg. Kallias in goal, Matos, Stoyanovic, Zalatel and Brakalo at the back, Svetlin and Meher in the middle, which is a bit of a weaker midfield too, but we've got Ingreisen suspended and Delifusic just coming back from injury. I think the last position I might look for is sort of like a world-class deep line playmaker to give Delifusic a bit of a rest. Matko, Otaro, Pozeg Vankas and Zahovic up front. And that, my friends, is how we're going to go into this game. So what we'll do is we'll go into the match straight away. I'm a little bit concerned about the Svetlin-Meher partnership in the middle, but it should have enough about us according that we're 4-1 up. So I'm going to say the first leg means nothing. Brand new match. Make sure we go and win it, because I think it's always good to keep that, you know, that encouragement up. Loris Karius and into form. He's a very important player. He's outstanding. These things happen. It's up to the squad to make sure we don't miss him. I think that's the right thing to say. So let's get into it. I'm very tempted as well. I've been in my West Ham Britain only sort of save. I've actually been using the data analyst view with a bit of a reduced camera height, so you can get a bit more of a understanding of the formation and stuff. But I think potentially for Maribor it's a little bit too zoomed out, because Zahovic is in, and just like that he's scored. And well, you could see from that movement it was very nice indeed, and that is 5-1 on aggregate. Lucas Zahovic has got his 9th goal of the season, and the league hasn't even started yet. Absolutely superb. Rock Meher put it into Matko to Vankas round the corner to Zahovic, put it past the goalkeeper. We're in form. We're on form for Shakhtar. You can't say otherwise. Kartsev into Piven for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Sabordit goes back to Piven. And you can see our shape here is actually something we can talk about. So we've got a good back four. They're pretty solid. The two in midfield are here. You've got the three, and then you've got Zahovic up front. Now, what we don't want is for Zahovic to get isolated. So if we break this down, so Brahim probably going to knock this ball here into Matko, and then it does look like Zahovic is going to be isolated. So it needs a really good cross from Matko to pick out Zahovic. Or what we want to happen is Matko to sort of run up here, hold the ball up, and then either look for the overlapping run from the right back Matos, infield to Brahima, who should push up into sort of this sort of role, or Svetlin as the Mazzala. Basically what I want him to do is run through this massive gap which is going to be created. So Brahima should go into the middle. Svetlin should run into this gap as Zahovic is going to pull towards the penalty spot. Svetlin runs through. You come down here, Matko, and Matos then is the overlap. So that's hopefully what is going to happen here. And I'll pause it. So he's actually gone into Zahovic. But straight away, Zahovic has been drawn because the ball's here. But you can see the space that's opening up. There's a big space in here as well. So we'll have to follow that again. This is quite like... It's sort of like the 2D dots, but in 3D. There is some... Yeah, okay, it's the long key highlights. There is some... Oh, Karius is giving it away. Pesic is he's in, shoots, and Karius makes up for his error with a good save. I just realised you can't see the corner spots, can you? So, yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that in the formation. Hopefully I can pull some things out of how I can show you in this view how I hope the tactic works. So 27 minutes gone. We're having more shots. We're sort of dominating the game as you would expect, but not too much happening in the first half. Now we have a corner. Pozek Vankas swings this one in, and I've moved the camera angle. Oh, we've got a penalty. It's going to be Luka Zahovic. I've moved the camera angle here so that you can see the mentality and the stuff like that, but then I've realised it covers up the corner spot. So Zahovic, oh, it's saved. Giannottis with a good save. To be fair to the goalkeeper, he's done well there. Vankas puts that one in, and it's headed away, but Ahima Utada will keep it alive. Pozeg Vankas just skins round his man. He's still going, and he loves a dribble as the inverted winger. Oh, he tried to cross it in towards Matko, and it is headed away. Utada's not really getting into the game. Luckily for him, we don't really have anyone on the bench that can replace him. So half-time, 1-0 up, 5-1 on aggregate. I mean, that is the penalty there, what he missed. But overall, we are pretty much dominating the game. It's been a very solid performance. I'm very happy with it from the team. Svetlin's on a 6.5, Zalatel on a 6.5, Metos on a 6.6. Do you know, I'm going to bring off Zalatel and bring on Lucas Bejga for a game, see how he gets on. He's not featured too much since signing permanently. But I am going to say I'm very pleased to keep it going. That's the only sub we'll do of the first half. So again, you see the shape here. So Brahima drops in, and it's more like a 4-3, a normal flat 4-3-3 here. As Brahima drops in, Svetlin should run into this gap here as the Mazzala. We do sometimes. It's good to have overloads on one wing to create opportunities. Sometimes they do get in each other's way, which is a problem, but a lot of the times they do create an overload which allows a big switch of play towards Pozeg Vankas on the other wing. So again, it's something to look out for as we go through the game. As Mayhair goes long over to Zahovic. Zahovic is in, and well, Giannottis makes a good save there, and that was just direct football. So an hour gone. We've got a few people that really aren't pulling their weight. I think everyone's getting a little bit complacent, as you can see. Svetlin, we could take him off. I don't think there's really need to. Utada is going to come off. We're going to play Brest in the middle, see how he gets on. He's not really suited to it in the same role we sort of want to do, because we're asking him to be an advanced playmaker on support. So yeah, he's got some good attributes in there to do it. So we'll bring him on. Bejga's got a 6.5. He's not having a good game either. The defence as a whole really isn't having a good game other than Stoyanovic, which is fine. And Svetlin on a 6.4 probably should come off. So we could put how do I do this? I'll tell you what, we're going to put Svetlin off for Barisic, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put Vankas in here. We're going to move Barisic up, and we're going to put, I think Luka has got decent passing, 12. Yeah, in fact, because he's already scored, we're going to put Marco Brest out there as an inverted winger that he wants to play at. And we're going to switch these two over. So inverted winger on support. Matko can be a winger on attack. And we're just going to give that a little go, I think. So we do have the ball here. Stoyanovic has it out to Matko. You can see the overlapping run happen. The run's into the space there as well. Matos puts it across to Vankas with the header. Easy for Giannottis, which is a cracking name, to be fair. Yeah, everyone's complacent, so let's give him a shout as well. Let's give him a focus shout to try and make him... I mean, it's changed Vankas from a smiley red face to a downwards red face, so I don't quite know what that means. But Stoyanovic into Bejga. Bejga can bring this one out from the back, as he likes to do. Mayhair out to Marco Brest, knocks it down to Brecalo. Brecalo comes down the left-hand side, lays that into Zahovic, who's tackled, but Bejga should have that one again. Brings the ball out with a lovely bit of dribbling. Bejga there. Zahovic, he's got an overlap but loses the ball. Pesic will pick this one up, just held up there. And then the defensive shape basically gives us a 4-4-2, which is fine. Cohen, who is their star player, great ball into Pesic, got to be a goal, and is onside as well. 1-1 on the day. We can afford to drop to a positive, to be honest. Oh, the focus shout has now only just been done. So we'll see what the actual effects of that are. And everyone went to a normally sort of purple face, which is fine. So we're taking to the final 5 minutes of the game. A game that we've pretty much dominated. Carry us into Stoyanovic, and we just play through their press, their half-arsed press. Matko has it into Vankas. Great ball out to Matos on the right. And there's the overlap we're talking of. I'd like to see Pozeg Vankas sort of busting a bit more of a gut into the middle. But Cohen will pick this one up. I mean, even if they score one more, I'm not that fussed. They have got an overload of a 3v2. Good save from Karius, though. And it goes behind. So just noticing that we could change to this sort of formation. We'll put Mayher back there. Pozovankas can sit in the middle. For now, Zahovic can make the runs as the Mazzala going forward from midfield as Golasa comes forward. They were just having a bit of an overload in terms of numbers going forward, and I'd like to not concede more than one as Barisic comes forward with this one. Great tackle from Luis Hernandez in there, but that should be the final whistle, and you see a little bit more of an insight into how I want the formation to play out and stuff like that. So that was a good win. Yeah, well done. We did a good. Well, I think it was a good win on aggregate, 5-2. Now, you should have taken it. It's none of their business. The fans can sod off. Now, well, we're going to be. I'm sorting out the backroom staff as well. We've had I've had adverts out looking for scouts and things, and basically, oh, good. We're allowed another scout. Excellent. Zerbic can go for 50% of the wages. I'm happy with that. Triglav for now Domin Zer isn't really going to play for us. Yeah, 50%. I'm happy with that as well as a squad player. That's not a problem. And well, we get now into. Oh, that was Barisic's debut, was it? I hadn't played him yet. Shakhtar Donetsk. It's going to be such a tough game. And now, do I go on the? I think at home we'll probably start on the attack, but away I think I'm going to start with the holding midfielder formation in there. I'll do that press conference after this episode. Bracalo gets... Oh, he's going to be banned for the game against Shakhtar as well, which is a right pain in the arse. So I need to go through the training schedules and just make sure I've got the right things in for Shakhtar Donetsk that I want to do. But generally, what a good little run of form, hasn't it been? Absolutely amazing. Absolutely love it. Yeah, really, really enjoying the save as I go to the right camera angle there. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I know this is different with all the layout. I hope you like the kit. The kit is absolutely superb. Available from the NK Maribor club website. It's just very hard to get delivered to Singapore. So that's why Shadow in Slovenia had to help me out. And thank you so much, Shadow, for doing that. And if you're here, leave a comment down below just so that people can just say, I'm Shadow. And then I'll back it up on Discord and people can leave you a like or say thank you, Shadow, in the comments for helping me get this kit, and it'll be nice to give him the recognition that he deserves for helping me do this. So really, really good. Well, we'll be back for the playoff first leg and second leg against Shakhtar Donetsk, which is not going to be very easy at all. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.